your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chad Crilly.
Well, we are going to go over a lot of information here in the next couple of minutes. So I want to begin basically by summarizing our impacts and when we can expect them before getting into the specifics. So let's start with tomorrow afternoon ahead of Helene. That's when pockets of rain are expected. Some of that rain could be on the heftier side. Also tomorrow afternoon, a cold front will be moving in from the west. That's going to present at least some threat for a couple of stronger thunderstorms as those outermost bands of Helene also attempt to work in. So gusty winds and maybe some low-end tornado threat to keep an eye on for your Wednesday afternoon. By Wednesday night, the winds begin to pick up. Those outermost bands start moving in. And then Thursday morning, look at our impact scale. It is at high with flooding possible and gusty winds possible. Thursday night, those higher winds are likely. At least low-end tropical storm force winds are possible in the eastern Wiregrass. So we're talking about Houston County, Henry County, and of course Early County. Some isolated power outages can't be ruled out either. Here's a look at our tropical satellite tonight. Tropical storm Helene. It is rapidly intensifying as we speak. We're really close to hurricane status with this one. Notice the thunderstorm activity that continues to blow up, and you're seeing that counterclockwise storm system now. Winds of 60 miles per hour with those gusts as high as 70 miles per hour tonight. This is a 10 p.m. advisory. It is brand new from the National Hurricane Center, so let's go over it. And here comes that hurricane. Category 1 status here late tonight and into tomorrow is when we expect that strengthening to take place. Between 7 p.m. on Wednesday and 7 a.m. on Thursday, we get up to a Category 2 hurricane, and then a major hurricane takes place here by Thursday night, making landfall likely in the Big Bend of Florida before a slight west nudge as it gets into central Georgia. It'll weaken beyond that as it moves into parts of the Midwest and brings them likely some rain later this week. Here's where we stand with tropical alerts tonight. A tropical storm watch still in effect for Houston, Henry, and Early County. South of there, Panama City, tropical storm warnings, and then anywhere east of PCB, really next county over and beyond, we're talking about hurricane warnings that are in place, hurricane watches now for much of southern Georgia. Let's get into the timeline and let's start with tomorrow, kind of the sneaky severe weather threat, because a lot of us, all our eyes are on Helene. We don't want to forget about the threat for these thunderstorms on our Wednesday, particularly during the afternoon. So here's 1-2 p.m. Isolated thunderstorm cells start going up, a little rotation out there. Can't rule out a tornado warning or two into tomorrow afternoon and through the evening hours. Some of those cells really developing. And then by Wednesday night, this is more Helene related than anything else as we approach late Wednesday and into Thursday. But here's the wider view, and this is the most likely scenario at this point. We're really zoning in on this possibility. Obviously dealing with a strengthening hurricane by Thursday morning. Those outer bands begin working in, and on the north side of this system, you can see rain showers and some heavy rain here across the Wiregrass. Look for how many hours it rains straight on Thursday. We're talking all morning into the afternoon and through the evening. So obviously heavy rain and flooding going to be concerned. That tornado threat more so tomorrow, and then low-end tropical storm force winds by Thursday evening. Here comes the storm system, and you could see really Early County in the brunt of this. With those tropical storm force winds possible, the system will weaken and conditions will begin to dramatically improve by Friday morning. The flash flood guidance for Thursday is pretty high. There's a rare risk level 3 out of 4 for parts of the Wiregrass. It does include Geneva County, Houston County, Easterdale, into Henry County, as well as Early County. West of there, there's still a risk for flooding. That is a level 2 out of 4. Flood watch in place for our entire area now through Friday morning. Obviously advertises the possibility of flooding. And you can see we're talking about a widespread 3 to 6 inches of rain depending on where you are. From Houston County up to Henry County, Early County, we're talking 4 to 5. Totals kind of drop off as you work your way west from there, but still generally impressive. So we talked about track, we talked about the rainfall. Let's talk about the winds here for a second. And now we're going hour by hour with the winds. This is Thursday at about 6 o'clock, and you can see that we do have pockets of tropical storm force winds, according to our data here, scattered about Houston County as well as into Henry County and Early County, sort of where you would expect them. The winds will continue into Thursday night before dying down really early Friday morning. If you do live in Coffee County, western Geneva, your chances of seeing tropical storm force winds are actually really low. The impacts there will be a lot less than, say, Houston County and Henry County as well as Early County. Hour by hour wind gusts. We're getting more specific now. Here's Thursday at lunchtime. We're talking about wind gusts as high as about 20 across the area. Those winds pick up more so into Thursday evening. You can see by 6 p.m. we're gusting to 43 in Donald Donaldsonville, pockets of 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts in eastern Houston County as well. That continues until about midnight on Thursday. So the worst weather is Thursday evening and then into early Friday morning, about midnight or so. Just to reiterate, don't want anybody to forget, severe weather risk for tomorrow. It is a risk level 1 out of 5 for severe storms. Our forecast overnight tonight is dry, 72 degrees, mostly clear skies. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of them may be strong on Wednesday afternoon and evening. Helene makes her closest approach by Thursday evening. Conditions improve by Friday. The weekend looking okay.
All right, well, the Troy Trojans, they're